all they have to do
Yeah.
is have Muradin step into a lane, Tyrande there, have Li Ming poke from that backside with the big damage.
They're not able to pressure the picks as much as they would like to, right? Oh, but Lyric getting jumped on, he's just gonna get blown up by Ziggs to make sure he gets those stacks.
And you can see continuing to try and dunk, continues to try and go. Trader being caught out once again. And there is Li Ming with the follow-up, and that's the rotation that they're trying to disrupt.
And something kind of cool about it is every time a glow is being thrown out, oh, but Uther goes down. Just if they ever lose a keep before they're ready to fight and they're ready to stack, they're probably gonna lose the game. But if they're able to keep their keeps up and keep the forts at a decent amount of health, maybe lose one, then they'll be in a really good position to take this game. That plus maybe a living bomb, even just the living bomb would take it down.
Trader getting caught out again. Disintegrate being used does do quite a bit of damage. Goku taking quite a bit of damage there, especially when you talk about Goat trying to mount up right in front of Ziggs. Oh, Goku goes down! The dunk comes down for Azmodan, and if you guys could see it, Baba just threw his hands up. They are a thing of beauty, and that's what we're going to be looking out for. So, can he land it when they matter? I'd say the answer is yes. Goat getting stunned out there right as he's turning in. Divine Shield being popped very early. We do have the Sundering coming in. Tomster gets the Ancestral healing out. Trader taking quite a bit of damage there, having to retreat, but not before the Web Weavers were spawned. Now they're going to be pushing here for... Oh, KO! Very low.
When Azmodan was a very popular strategy, we'd see most teams hit... Top teams hit 500 stacks before 16.
Yeah, he's just about there. Cleanse being used in Tomb there. Tomster is caught in. Can they get the follow-up? The dunk onto Goku. Doing a huge amount of damage, but Hosty on the backside in a very tough spot. Sundering now being used. Tempo Storm getting very aggressive. Divine Shield onto Azmodan, but getting caught out. Tomster barely able to stay alive as the Ancestral comes out, but only losing one member. Another dunk. Goku taking a huge amount of damage. Has to be very careful. Stray out of mana is going to have to Hearth back, but he is at 462 stacks, and Baba, it is starting to show. Goat taking a ton of damage on Kael'thas does make it very tough for him.
Hosty.
But the fight is going to rage on. Hosty, that's a dead Zagara. Entomb has been used. I'm not sure if there's a dunk behind it. We do see the gravity lapse. Ziggs taking a ton of damage. Does manage to dwarf toss out once again to avoid that dunk.
And the engage is still going. Tomster jumps onto Goat. Goat's getting really low as he just drops.
Has been heavily in favor of Tempo Storm. Only 2
Ziggs
kills. Hosty. Yeah, Hosty is going to get blown up real quick. But in return, Thrall goes down. Nice dunk coming out from Stray, but can they survive? Shrink Ray was used. Disintegrate not going to be able to finish off Goat there, but it does look like teams are rotating over. Thrall and Zagara starting to rotate around to try and get in the middle of this fight. Stun coming down onto Ziggs, who's getting into position. The Divine Shield used very early to avoid that. Will we have the dunk? Starfall being used. We do see quite a bit of damage coming as the Phoenix is out. The Sundering comes down, and Trader in all kinds of trouble, but Tomster very deep. Uses his bolt over the wall. Trader's going to go down to the Arcane Orb. Proto in all kinds of trouble. Down goes Uther. He will be back momentarily, but will they follow up? They are staying right on top of Uther's heels. The minute he spawns, look for them to try and take. No, they're actually pushing the dunk onto Tiger JK. Not able to follow up there.
And then use that to provide pressure on the bottom keep. Tomster getting jumped on.
Yeah, Tomster
getting turning it.
Oh, wow. That Sundering went completely the wrong direction. That was a huge mistake. Goku taking a huge chunk of damage. Trader on his mount is going to get a little bit of a slow on to Goku, but there's a lot of follow-up. Look at that damage coming out from Li Ming. The Lunar Flare in return. Starfall coming out. Storm Shield has been used by Tempo Storm. There's a dunk that lands. It does a bit of damage. Trader very low is going to go down. That is Leoric. This isn't a make or break, but now it might be trouble as Kael'thas goes down. As now we see Proto. He will have his res there. The dunk doing a bunch of damage onto Ziggs. Will he be able to stay alive? Uther desperately needs to get back before he spawns here. If this boss comes out, this is going to be very hard for Hotdog Burglars to come out. Sundering has been used. Starfall trying to do a little bit of zoning. Trader is going to stay on point. Will we be able to see the follow-up? Hosty trying to get in position. Double Stormbolt coming down there. Hosty using the blink. Will he be able to survive? Hosty very low. Gets taken out by the Owl. Trader is going to be the next to fall. He will be back. The dunk comes in. Takes down Li Ming. Can we get the follow-up? But Kael'thas goes down. Proto going to be the next to fall. Uther goes down. 4 members are down. I'm not sure if that redemption is back, but this is a boss pushing an open lane. 31 minutes in. I don't see how Hotdog Burglar survives.
It felt like Tempo Storm was really behind early, and Hotdog Burglars was slowly getting an advantage, but then Tempo Storm just started taking fights over and over and over. Hotdog Burglars wasn't able to get the turn-ins and the momentum swings they wanted, and because of that, because of not being able to take the structural advantages, they just fell too far behind and got out-pressured on the map. I don't think.
Oh,
it
it's
will
got
be.
100% got to be Bloodlust. There's no
like-
way you don't go Bloodlust with this comp. Like your entire strategy is just roll over the other team. Like that's your entire strategy. You got to be very careful. You can see the Shadow Dagger already spreading to the towers, and the Immortal already pushing. Tempo Storm with a little bit of a lead already. They're continuing to put on the pressure as this Immortal is just now losing its shield. That's going to bring him a little bit closer, but so far paying huge dividends with Sylvanas. This is not looking good very early on. I mean, it almost makes me feel like if Hotdog Burglars was going to go Ancestral, that they actually might be desperate at this point and have to go into Bloodlust to try and turn this around.
He's a really good support player, but that play on Warrior there is extremely impressive.
Well, we do see a positioning battle here for that camp. Nobody's stepping on it, but we do see Tassadar going to go down. Goat taking a lot of damage. Zix going in with the Dwarf Toss. Can they get the return? Goat does manage to get that camp. Zix very low. The Dwarf Toss should be back any moment. Can he get out of there? But the Gravity Lapse going to keep him down for just a minute. So nice Gravity Lapse there. Nice turnaround. Yeah, that poison damage is huge. Huge. You called it with that Nature's culling at level 7. That's what's really going to pay off. But the Arcane Orb getting huge value. Zix taking a bit of damage once again. Has to Dwarf Toss out. Nice poke by Saray there on Thrall. But there's that poison damage onto that Immortal. Is it going to be enough? Trader very low. Goat taking a bunch of damage. The cleanse is there. But is there enough? Follow-up eating those magic missile shots was Proto. But Trader is going to fall there. Proto going to be the next. Oh, just barely misses the magic missiles.
Go for it.
But Hosty trying to secure it. I believe that's enough.
That
should be enough to take the Immortal.
Very nicely done. They ended up dying there, but what they were able to do is prevent Tempo Storm from actually getting the Immortal.
Well, I tell you one thing, as seven-sided strike doing quite a bit of damage to Trader. The Ancestral is going to be landing there. The Phoenix has come out. Is it going to be enough? Wrath of the Berserker going in. Trader trying to get on that backside. Dwarf tossing. Zix doesn't get over the wall, but a nice force wall basically traps Trader in. Yeah, Zix trying to get out of there, trying to return some of that damage. The force wall, it doesn't even matter as Trader goes down, and this means Tempo Storm has a huge advantage. They are going to be fighting under this Immortal, but that should be 50%, and now turning around.
Lunara is attacking that bottom one to try and kind of give them this advantage. Zix gets jumped on, takes a huge amount of damage, and goes down. Each side is Lunara and Kel'Thas need to get their poke off. And but Lunara gets jumped on.
Nice force wall there, but the Phoenix in return. The Arcane Orb coming out. We do see the Silence coming out as well. But we do see there's the poison damage, but Tomster is going to be able to survive. No follow-up. Tomster very, very low on Sylvanas. Gets the extra shield, but that does put Hotdog Burglars in a favorable position to start pushing down this Immortal, but they are starting to get turned on. Seven-sided strike coming down on a Proto. Absolutely annihilates Rhaegar.
His Tassadar has been very impressive every single time I've seen it, and it really...
Oh, there's another one.
Another one right there.
I don't even think that one mattered, but it was beautiful nonetheless. I mean, the positioning is perfect.
Goku is so low that I feel like they could take the fight. They need to take it so fast because 60 is about to come out, and there comes the Sunder.
There it is, but the getting out of there is Tomster very easily. Trader on that backside gets taken down by the seven-sided strike. Ancestral not able to land in time. Remember, Proto can't. Ancestral himself. Nice Dwarf Toss over once again by Zix. The playmaker with the Myriad so far of the day has been absolutely astounding. The resets are there for KO as he's doing a ton of damage. And now this is the scary part. Another force wall. Look at that. That takes down Trey. Goku MVP. I'm calling it right now. The fort goes down, or the keep goes down, and this Immortal starting to push towards the core. Goku taking this fight every single step of the way, and Tempo Storm taking game number 2 and moving on to the next round. Not able to Nesper diving in once again. Starfall coming down. Wrath of the Berserker coming out with Goku in that back line, but Percival getting a little bit low here on Tyrael. Can they keep him alive? Sanctification